protect us on animal health by baselining sort of issues. So we'll have that capability in a new lab. This is a new lab with a new funding line proposed here. So we'll add a fourth lab to that paddles system.
Sounds exciting. Okay. And is it intended to operate just like the other ones where, you know, you're going to do the full, you're actually seeing patients or animal patients and, you know, also doing the testing work as well? Or
yes.
Is it?
Yeah, and thank you. Thanks for pointing that out. So I think the hope here is we'll do this, first of all, by some public process, right, to determine where do you put it and what's the right alignment. In a perfect world, it looks something like we have at University of Pennsylvania and Penn State, that is an alignment with an academic institution. And then we'll grow into what the service line is. But there's about 12 to 18 common tests that are done in the 3 existing labs. We think that'll be the first mark of what the need is. I think the necropsy work and the more complicated animal diagnostic work can still come east until we determine what that full need is in the west.
It sounds like it's going to be a great intersection of kind of STEM, you know, science, technology, engineering, math, jobs, and with the, you know, institutions of learning, supplying hopefully some of that, but also job opportunities for people that want to work in that particular industry and the, you know, science and yeah. The like.
No, absolutely. I think depending on the alignments with the academic institution, I hope ultimately that we have some opportunity to work with that institution for internship opportunities and in terms of externships to find the right credentialed professionals to work in that lab. We are hopeful, given the continued challenge of finding veterinarians for anywhere in Pennsylvania, that we can also inspire some to go west, right, and have them supported. I hear every time that I'm out from you know, members and constituents about what are we doing in the West to support animal agriculture, agriculture generally, but also animal ag. So we think there's a correlation here between anchoring the lab in the West, giving access to all of those folks that have animal health, and then presenting an opportunity for us on the work development, the STEM opportunities, et cetera, but also really being intentional about the veterinarians and recruitment of veterinarians to the western part of Pennsylvania.
And I had the opportunity probably a couple of years ago now to tour the new Bolton Center, and it was, you know, fascinating to see what type of stuff the, you know, the practitioners did actually like in the field and the kind of the house call sense, and, you know, and actually their training to interact with the human farmers and you know, deal with some of their needs and training. So hopefully that can be layered in as part of this as you further the missions too.
Agree. Yeah, I think it's open to, you know, conversation and a vision about what the total need is in the West. We have been challenged by deer and the deer population in the West and chronic wasting disease. We think that's another piece of that solution potentially of having the diagnostic capabilities in the western part of Pennsylvania.
Thank you so much, Mr. Secretary.
Thank the gentleman. Representative Owlett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being here. You know, through conversations that we've had over the years, the department is doing some really great work, and you guys are very busy. Would you say you're busy? I mean, it seems like you're busy. Yes. And I want to piggyback on what Representative Mihalik had talked a little bit about with the adult use cannabis. It seems like this is going to be a very large, complicated project for you to be working on in the Department of Ag. It does seem a little bit odd to go to the Department of Ag. I did some research on other states. Maybe Ag plays a small role, very small role, but the proposal seems like the Department of Ag is taking lead on this. Would you be concerned that this is going to take our eye off the ball when it comes to so many other very important agricultural issues of the state with high-path AI and, you know, all the other struggles that we have and things that that you've been working on for a long time? This is a huge, huge undertaking. Would you see this as being a burden and really taking our eye off the ball in ag and moving forward with the things that you've been working on in the past?
Yeah, always busy, right? There's a lot going on, and some of that is you know, the work that we've created by way of investments that we've made, and others by some of the issues that we've had to confront, like high path AI and